I hope the screen is visible to you. Please confirm it to me if the screen is visible to you. Okay. All right. Please get comfortable. Let's get going. So I am visiting the same folder that we had made yesterday on my desktop. So on my desktop, I have made this folder which reads project 1, right? And within there, I have saved this project 1. Okay, I have given it the same name. If you want, you can definitely go ahead and give it a separate name. Not a problem. It's all about what way it you feel it is more convenient for you to recollect what project you were making. So I have updated my software to um, 3.44. That's where it is opening. Open your software, um, and ensure that all the files that you had made yesterday are lying over there. Okay, if there is anything that is missing, then I have also shown you how to go ahead and add them. So let's look into that yet again. Before we reach there, let's just look into what exactly we are doing today. Okay, so we're coming to module 2, where we are preparing data. Often you require to prepare your own data. What we were talking about is primary data. Some data that you yourself collect or generate is primary data. Somebody else, if has already made the data and you wish to utilize it for your project, then we call it secondary data. So preparing data is a part of primary data. Here we are going to look into vector data, how to create point, line, polygon creation, and then we will look into the structure and properties of raster data. We will look into what exactly this raster data is. We will load some raster data. We have already downloaded some satellite data. We will look into what exactly this raster data is, what is its structure, what are its properties, and then we will look into attribute table management. We will try to prepare some attribute table for these point, line, and polygons that we make, and we will try to understand how we manage this attribute table. And then importing and exporting spatial data. Exporting is something that we have seen yesterday, wherein we were exporting vector data. Today we are going to look into raster data, exporting, saving, and also importing along with its visualization. And then comes the coordinate system assignment and transformation. Transformation we might not see today, but we will look into how to assign one. Reprojection, if at all, that is transformation, if at all time permits, let's look into it. Or otherwise there will be several occasions where we will have to do the transformation, that is conversion of one coordinate system to another for a specific data. All right, please give me a thumbs up if we are good to go and your project is already opened. Let's get going. Okay. All right. Okay. So in QGIS, you can always open the data set even when it is zipped. For example, if you look at the dataset that you have downloaded yesterday, that is Landsat 8 or 9 that you have downloaded, it is a zipped file or a compressed file. Its extension is .tar. It's a compressed archived folder. Okay, I would suggest you to extract it. So you can select it, right click on it, and you have this option extract all. QGIS can open this data even when it is zipped. Keep that in mind. But still, we would want to go for extracting it so that we are able to see what all files are lying within, and that we will also be able to append any files, add any files, save any files that we require there. Now, so when you open this Lancet 8 data, you will see several files in them, and I would want you to go for changing its view type to that of details. Okay, change its view type to that of details. So here somewhere you will see view, and check these details. Okay, you can right click also here and check view and change it to details, so that if at all it is not appearing like this, I'm just reducing my view panel and I'm expanding this name column, so that I'm able to read the entire name that is assigned to these files. Have a good look at this. You will see that the folder, see that the folder has the same or similar name or nomenclature as that of the files within it. See, all the files have the initial part of it, everything is same all the way until this T1. No, everything is same. Just give me a thumbs up if you are able to read this and understood what I'm talking about. See, this folder has the same name, okay, until T1, same as that of all the files that are present within this folder. Can you see that? Right. So we have already seen how to read this ID. What it is LC08, that means Landsat 8, L1TP, that means level 1 thematic product, and 146 is the path, 51 is the row, and then comes the 8 digit number, which is date of acquisition, the date on which this data was captured, and then the next 8 digit number represents the date on which this data was processed and made available online for downloading. And then 02 is its collection and T1 is its tier collection, so we are not bothered about it. It's the uh, cloud that is named over which this data is made available. Okay, from where we download it, from different uh, portals. Okay, so that same cloud is accessible from different portals. USGS Globis is there, then Earth Data is there, and many such. Earth Explorer is also there. So all these things also help us in accessing the same cloud. Now, after that, what is present is of our interest. Look very closely. So you have these TIFF files, TIF files. Okay, uh, tagged image format file it is. So TIF file. So there are how many total? There are total 11 TIFF files. If you select it, you will see that 11 gets selected. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. 11 total TIFF files are there. I'm talking about those files that end with this uh, these two characters, b1, b2, b3, b4, b5, b6, b7, b8, b9, b10, b11. Okay, so these are bands. These are the images that were captured by the sensor that is lying on the satellite, that is Landsat 8 and 9. Okay, so these are the images that were captured by all those 11 sensors. What those are, we will look into them. Now besides that, yet another thing is of our interest, and that is this mtl.txt file. Open this up and have a good look at this. See, this is your metadata. So mtl file, mtl.txt extension file, this is your metadata file. It has everything pertaining to your data. Any information that you want to know about the sensor calibration, you want to understand on what date it was captured, at what time it was captured, what are the different parameters that are assigned to these sensors, everything is listed over here. So file name for band 1, this is the file name. For band 2 until band 11, these are the names. Then besides that, what are the other things that comes along with it, that is also there. So there's an angle, azimuth and zenith angles of the sensors are there. Solar azimuth and solar zenith of the external source of light, that is also listed there. So all of them are right over here, along with all the different parameters. Now right now I wouldn't want you to look through all the parameters, but make sure that you have understood that the data pertaining to your satellite data is lying here in the metadata file. Okay, so this is your metadata file. What is the name of it? It has the same name. In the end, it is mtl, or all capital dot txt. This is the file. Okay, so these are the two types of files that we right now have to be bothered about, that is band 1 to band 11, and then mtl file. Okay, then mtl file. Good to go. Give me a thumbs up if you have understood this nomenclature and which band, which files we have to know until we get going. Let's take some questions if you have any question pertaining to what we have discussed so far. Okay, let's see if there is any question. Again, that how did you add Jammu and Kashmir state in map of administrative boundary? No, Jammu and Kashmir state was already there in the administrative boundary. So when we downloaded it, it was already there. I believe that's to do with the yesterday's class, no? When we downloaded it, it was already there. If you want, you can go ahead and separate it out. That can be done. No, for today's class, it's much better if you already have made it. If you have not made it, no, nothing to worry. Okay, okay. So now I am coming to QGIS. Okay, now I'm coming to QGIS, and this is where let's go ahead for importing the data. Now when it comes to importing the data, whether you are importing raster data, that is satellite data, which is photographic data, or you are importing some shape files like polygons, points, or lines, procedure is similar. The options that you are using is similar. Okay, so what do? We go to layer section in the menu bar. So come to menu bar, your project, edit, view, layer. So you have to go to layer section in the menu bar. Yet again, I'm telling you, this is the menu bar. So under that, we have to go to layer section. And here, because we are adding a layer, no, to the map view, we have to go for add layer. Okay. Now the kind of layer that you are adding, if it is satellite data, if it is photographic data, then you will go for add a raster layer. But if the kind of data that you are trying to import is that of polygon shape, or line shape, or point shape, then you will go for vector layer. Okay, so right now we are trying to import the satellite data, which is raster data, which means photographic data. Let's go ahead and click on add raster data. You can also see a shortcut there, control shift R for raster data, V for vector data. Okay, so click on this add raster data, and in the source type, a file must be chosen by default. Okay, now the source you have to select, you have to browse into your device using these three dots at the very end of this blank bar. You have to come to this browse section, click on it, browse into your system where I have stored my data. I have stored it on desktop under project folder, and there I have extracted this folder, that is Landsat 8 folder. Open it, and from here we will import. Right now I'm telling you, we are importing band 1, band 2, band 3, and band 4. Okay, only these four bands we are importing. So let's click on open, and once you click on open, still those bands will not come. Remember that you have to click on add. Only when you click on add, the data will start showing up in the layer section, and now you can close it. Okay, now you can close it. So you will see that the data has been populated over here. Okay, I told you that I want to download some data set for Udupi district, and that is what I have done. The Udupi district is not completely getting covered, but much part of it is getting covered. So this is what I am interested in. But right now what I see is very faint image. I don't know if you are able to see this very faint image, very difficult to discriminate between what exactly it is and things like that. Come to this layer section, slightly expand it into the browser section, so you are able to see much more. Okay, now you will see these one down pointing arrow and one up pointing arrow. If you hover mouse pointer over it, it reads collapse all or expand all. So I want to collapse them all. That means what? If at all I want to expand any, I will be able to do it. I'm also going to expand it a little this side so that I'm able to read which band I want to open, right? So what am I doing? I'm expanding it so that I'm able to read. In the starting it is all same, no? So I'm not able to discriminate which one is band 1, band 2, band 3. So I should be able to see these last two characters. Okay, only then I will know which one is band 1, which one is band 2, which one is band 3, which one is band 4. Now I want you to check off all the other bands except band 1. Okay, and have a look at band 1. Have a look at band 1. Okay, and then you check on band 2. Okay, then you check on band 3, and then you check on band 4. So what you will see is that all of them are not similar. They have different brightness, different contrast, and basically they have different reflectance for different features. Okay, so you will see band 4 is much speckled, like there is some pepper and salt that is sprayed on a pan. Can you imagine a black pan? On a black pan, if you take some pepper, okay, pepper powder, and you take some salt, okay, and you spray it on that pan, so how will it look? It will look as if some dots are lying on it, no? So that is how this particular data appears. I hope you are able to see it on my screen. See, this is band 4. If I check it off, now I see band 3, it has different reflectance. Then band 2 is different, band 1 is also different. Are you able to perceive this particular change? Just give me a thumbs up if you could load your raster data and you could see the changes in these bands. Okay, so how do I add this data? I go to layer and I go to add layer, and then add raster layer, and then I browse. Okay, browse and select these bands. You, if you want, you can change this to details. Okay, change this to details, expand this, and then choose your band 1 to band 4. Okay, this raster data has been downloaded from USGS Globis in yesterday's exercises. Okay, right. So if you have not downloaded the data set, don't worry, just pay attention here right now, and then later you can catch up with what is left. How many of you have already downloaded raster data? Can you give me a thumbs up if you have already downloaded raster data? Okay, okay, nobody else? Brishti, have you downloaded data? Brishti has downloaded. Who else is there? Ashi, Ashi, you have downloaded data? Raster data you have downloaded? A thumbs up for yes, thumbs down for no. Okay, 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 all right. Okay then. So I have brought in these 4 bands, okay, and we see that all of them are different. Let me just close this. Okay, all of them are different. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to make a composite out of these data. One is I have already imported it. Let us go for creating a composite. So right now all 4 of them are separate bands. I want to create one composite band. Okay, so I want to create composite band so that I am able to see all these colors together. Now, before that, no, let me just tell you what exactly these bands are. For that, what I can do, I can simply go to Google and search for Landsat 8 bands. Okay, because the data set that I have downloaded, it is bands Landsat 8 data. So I want to see what exactly are these bands that are present on Landsat 8. So let's go ahead and do that. So I go to USGS website where there's this one link. I've just searched for Landsat 8 bands, okay, and I will be able to access the information about what exactly these bands are. The procedure will remain same across any kind of data set that you're looking at. Um, yeah, okay. So you see here that there are these 2 kinds of sensors. One is operational land imager, which has band 1 to band 9, and then there is thermal infrared sensor, which has band 10 and band 11. So right now we are looking at band 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what these bands are, band 1 is coastal aerosol, that means it is deep blue color. Okay, blue color. This coastal aerosol, essentially it will get dispersed within the atmosphere wherever there is a lot of water vapor or aerosol and things like that in the atmosphere. It will appear hazy. Okay, so that is our band 1. Then band 2 is blue in color, band 3 is green in color, and band 4 is red in color. So that means band 2 is blue sensor, it senses blue color. Then band 3 is green color, green sensor, it senses blue, green color. And then band 4 is red sensor, it senses red color. As simple as that. We need to know this. Now, coming back, let's come back to our um, QGIS desktop, and here I want to create a composite file. What exactly is a composite? Right now all four of them are separate, no? I want to make them one. So how do I go about doing it? I go to raster, okay, and then I go to miscellaneous, and under miscellaneous I go to build virtual raster. Okay, that's all. So I come here, I open this build virtual raster, and then I give input layers. What are the input layers? The input layers are these four bands. So I click on this and I select band 1, 2, 3, 4, and then click on OK. So now you will see that there are four inputs that are selected. Come to resolution. I don't want to stay for settle for average resolution. I want to go for highest resolution. So we go for highest resolution, and I will tick this section on which reads place each input file into a separate band. Okay, I want to place each of these band in a separate band, each of this input file into a separate band. That is why I have checked this on. Now, right now I don't want to go for saving this layer because I want to ensure that it is correct. How to ensure that the composite layer that I have created is correct? It goes a little later. Okay, so right now I want to save it as a temporary file. That means this particular file will only be available right now in your QGIS desktop. Once you close it without saving it, then that file will be gone. Now, why don't I want to save it first itself? Because I have to ensure, no, that it is correct. If it is correct only, then I will save it. If it is not correct, if it is incorrect, then why would I want to save it? So I don't want to give any name to it. If I want to save it, I click on these three dots and save to file. That is what I click. By default, it is a temporary file that is forming. Otherwise, you can save it to a file. Okay, so right now I'm not going for saving it to a file, and let me run this. When I run this, wait until it progresses to 100%, and you will see a virtual band that is added here. And now you can close this. Okay, so when you make a file, this is how the color will look like. There is band 1 which is blue, band 2 which is um, band 1 which is coastal blue, coastal aerosol, then band 2 which is blue, band 3 which is green, and band 4 which is red. I got that information simply by googling for its information. Okay, there are multiple sites where you will get these information about any of the satellite data that you want to know, which bands are present on it, which band is of what character, and things like that. Okay, now this composite band, when I look at it, feels like the vegetation is appearing blue, no? Vegetation is appearing blue, then the water is appearing green, and here also you will see that the beach appears slightly bluish and things like that. Okay, wherever there is any agricultural land, it appears lighter blue, water appears darker, and things like that. But it is not something that I would otherwise see. It is not natural color. So how do I make this composite into a natural color composite, so that I will be able to see vegetation as green, water body as blue, and if there is any barren land, then I should be able to see red. So how do I go about doing it? Very simple. You right click on this virtual layer. Yesterday also you had gone to properties. This time as well you go to the properties. Now once you come to the properties, in the symbology you will see render type multi-band color, that is already selected. Red, this is written as red band, but read it as red color. I'm telling you this. Okay, read it as red color. So to band 1 which is coastal blue, the system is assigning red color to it, which is wrong. Correct? No, we know that Band 2 is blue. So what we will do here, we will assign band 2, sorry, what am I saying? Come back here. See, band 4 is red, correct? No. So what I have to do, I have to assign red color to band 4. Then, see here, band 3 is green. Okay. So I come back here and green I assign it to band 3 and blue is band 2. So I am assigning those. Red color is assigned to band 4, which is red band. Green color is assigned to band 3, which is green band, and blue color is assigned to band 2, which is blue band. And I will click on apply and I will click on OK. Now I see that water is blue, vegetation is green, it is darker green. I hope you are able to see that. Okay, and then the beaches are appearing white. I also see some sediment plumes here. Okay, uh, however that you want to get find these insights as well, if that is something that interests you. But you see, I can see the true color of this particular image. Okay, true color. So wherever there is barren land, I see it as red in color. Okay, now this seems to be the correct file, so let us go ahead and save it. So how do I save this? Is a temporary raster? No, I right click. Okay, I select it, right click, export, then save as. It comes as formative. I want to give it a file name. I go into that same folder that is on desktop project 1, and within this I am going to prepare one more new folder and I will name it. What will I name it? I will name it processed. That means all the data that I have processed using this satellite data, this raw satellite data, I am going to place it in a new folder. Let's just give it a little while so that it creates that folder. It's loading. Anytime that you feel you have any question, so please drop it. Drop it in the chat box, or you can feel also comfortable unmuting yourself. Feel free to unmute yourself. There's nobody, I believe, that who knows you unless and until some of your friends. Then as well there won't be any problem. Just creating that new folder. It's taking too long. I hope it is created. Yes. So to this new folder, what am I naming it? I am naming it processed. Process means all the data that I am going to generate using these raw data, I will put it in this particular folder. Okay. So always have this habit of managing your data, no, your data set. So what is this? I'm going to name it. What am I going to name it? I'm going to name it composite. Okay, composite 1 to 4, that is band 1 to band 4. Make sure that you're not using a space, you're using underscore. And then I have to also write down what is the date of acquisition. So what is the date of acquisition? It is 2025 first month 22nd day. Okay, this is the acquisition date, and then I'm going to save this, and then I will go ahead and click on OK. I don't want to change the CRS, it is by default taken. And then I will click on OK, such that you will see such that you will see that the layer that you have saved has come up in the name. Now this particular temporary layer, you can simply right click and go ahead and remove it, because anyways it is temporary file, no, you have already saved. So this is your, again you will have to change the band to make it a true color composite. You have to make it 432. Okay, 432, apply it, and that is your true color composite. So some of you will be interested in these these gradations. So this is coastal turbid water essentially because of sediment and phytoplanktons, whereas the deeper ocean is rather more uh, clearer. Okay, so here you can see at the river mouth, from the river mouth there is sediments that are entering into the ocean. So you see these sediment plumes everywhere at all the rivers, you see them. Okay, here rather you see a bigger one, and yes, all of them are almost pointing towards right. I hope you are able to see that almost all of them are pointing towards right. It's not going down, it's going um, towards north. Okay, all right. So composite making is clear to you. You understood what is a true color composite. Give me a thumbs up if you have understood this. What is a composite and what is a true color composite? What is a composite? It is wherein more than one bands, essentially three or more than three bands, you bring together and make a composite of it. Okay, such that you are able to see the features, the land features in different colors. Okay, and then you can make a true color composite wherein the features show you the same colors that you would otherwise perceive in the nature. All right.